This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. In the constantly changing realm of high-end timepieces, even the renowned Rolex faces shifts in its popularity. While certain models retain their elusive and highly coveted status, others are experiencing decreased affection in the 2024 market. In this video brought to you by the luxury world, we will examine which once coveted Rolex watches are experiencing a slowdown. We will also discuss the current state of the Rolex market, including what is selling well, what is not, and what is moving slowly. If you have not subscribed to our channel, we recommend doing so to keep up with our future video releases. In 2024, we have observed a noticeable trend. Many of the 2024 models are now entering the market with new price increases. We are seeing more of these models now. Towards the end of last year, when the new Daytona Oyster Flex was released, there were plenty available, but suddenly they became scarce. The new reference, the 120 reference, is hardly offered to the market, and what we are seeing instead are numerous datejust models being offered and bought. This is Rolex's pattern lately. They flood the market with certain models and then they dry up. For instance, we have recently seen an influx of datejust models. Now, we are starting to see more no-date submariners. This is particularly interesting because, in December last year, they were not available. It is like there are little waves or trends where specific models are offered in batches. Let us discuss what's selling. The trend we are seeing in the market is in the sweet spot for you guys, ranging from $8,000 to $15,000, covering different ranges. This includes the Steel Submariner, both with and without the date, the Submariner Blues, and the 18-karat yellow gold versions. Additionally, we are selling a lot of the GMD range, particularly the B-Girls, which are proving to be extremely popular. We're also moving some of the smaller stuff like the Explorer 40 and the Datejust 41s, especially with the top 3 dials, the Mints, the Blues, and the Wimbledon. Retail prices at the start of this year increased on January 1st, but the prices on the gray market are still the same, if not slightly lower on some models. Now, let us discuss what is slowing down in the market. And it is disheartening to report that in January and February of 2024, it is the Oyster Flex range, particularly the Oyster Flex Daytonas. You all know they are one of the best-selling models. In the Daytona, particularly about the Ghost, Pikachu, and Paul Newman, you will notice that their prices were the same in January 2023 and December 2023. However, if you look online now, you will see the prices have decreased. Despite them still being extremely hard to get, is that some dealers are struggling in the market and have started reducing prices. When you see these reduced prices, you might think it is a new benchmark for their value, even though it is undervaluing them. It is frustrating to see their value drop due to dealers dropping prices online, trying to sell at a trade price to retail. For those of you looking to buy, now might be a suitable time given the current market. Now, let us talk about what is not selling. It is no surprise that the big pieces, the full yellow gold and full rose gold pieces like the Sky Dwellers and some of the datejusts which are not the special dial ones, are not moving. Looking at the beautiful, discontinued Paul Newman, these are special dial models and they are still selling. However, the big full bracelet pieces are sluggish, unless they are a special dial, like a meteorite or a platinum version. So, the large, full gold pieces, unless they have a special dial, are not selling well in the current market. Another thing to note is what is not coming through and what we are not seeing from Rolex. If you are buying and looking for one, it is the Rolex GMD Pepsi. They have dried up completely. We are not seeing any late 2023 models, and certainly no 2024 models. This is definitely something where production seems to have slowed down. The rumors are true. Who knows what will happen this year, but the Pepsi is scarce. However, we would not recommend buying based solely on discontinuation. Whether due to production cuts or a surge in hidden demand, these beauties are vanishing from display cases. Moreover, while some Rolex models are experiencing extremes of popularity or lack thereof, a curious trend is emerging for mid-range full gold models. These watches, lacking the prestige of special dials or the versatility of sportier styles, seem to be stuck in a niche that is not attracting as much attention in the current market. Now let us turn our shift to the Oyster Flexes. Despite its innovative blend of metal and rubber, the Oyster Flex bracelet option on some Rolex models has not captured the hearts of collectors. Many prefer the classic Oyster bracelet for its timeless look and durability. Also, the trend is favoring sportier and more versatile styles. The hefty weight and ostentatious look of full yellow rose or white gold Rolex watches are finding fewer takers. Exceptions exist, however, for special dial variations or particularly stealthy white gold models. Some Rolex models not selling well might seem surprising, considering the brand's overall popularity and reputation for luxury. But there are a few factors that can contribute to this. First, let us acknowledge that Rolex is a highly desirable brand with a strong market presence. However, there are a few reasons certain models may not move as quickly as others. Factors such as changing consumer preferences, oversaturation of certain models, and production limitations can all play a role in why some Rolex watches might not be flying off the shelves. Rolex is not experiencing a complete sales slump, but there are shifts in the market affecting which models are hot and which are not in 2024. Consumer tastes are leaning towards sportier styles, leaving the opulent full gold options and some larger Day-Date and Sky Dweller models on the shelf for now. The innovative Oyster Flex bracelet has not caught on either, with many collectors sticking to the classic Oyster bracelet. There are also some market mysteries. The coveted Pepsi bezel GMD Master 2 has become scarce, while mid-range full gold models seem stuck in a niche with less appeal. These factors paint a picture of a Rolex market adapting to changing preferences and navigating some interesting trends. Significant changes are happening in the market, especially among professional resellers who are gradually leaving the industry because they are making less profit. This change allows genuine enthusiasts to buy the watches they want without having to pay extremely soaring prices. This leaves opportunities for genuine enthusiasts to get the watches they want, wear, enjoy, own, and even trade up or down, or simply keep in their collection. The trends are changing, and the game is shifting back to where you can negotiate with your AD. In another 6 to 12 months, do not be surprised if you can negotiate discounts on certain models, especially the plain dial full gold ones. So, for your flippers out there, if you are in it just for the money, it might be time to say goodbye. Additionally, there is a growing trend of discounted pricing, especially for standard dial models made entirely of gold. In international sales, there's strong demand, particularly from the US, with many watches being shipped abroad every week. This shows that there is a global demand for luxury watches, with inquiries coming in from various parts of the world. Sellers, especially those who buy and sell quickly for profit, are facing difficulties as prices drop rapidly. While there is nothing inherently wrong with investing in watches, the primary goal should never be solely about making money later. However, for enthusiasts like us who deeply appreciate watches for their craftsmanship and complexity, the market correcting itself is positive news. A Rolex timepiece transcends being just a wristwatch, representing a product that has evolved significantly over the years. Its value and significance have expanded beyond mere timekeeping to becoming sought-after investments. Overall, the market is lively, not just locally, but on a worldwide scale, indicating a sustained interest in the gray market. What are your impressions on the topic we shared in this video? If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.